Hello, let's do the Netflix puzzled Starstruck and snippets for July 26th. We'll do the easy and then the hard. Easy is called fossil preservation. All right, what we're doing is in each row, each column, and each colored region, we're placing exactly one star. Stars also can't touch each other. That's a bad example. They can't touch each other, even diagonally. All right, so what we're seeing here is a classic lineup where in these left two columns, we know, in fact, let me just draw this out for you. This is a very important technique to know if you're new to the game. Well, even if you're not new to the game, but if you're not new to the game, you probably already know it. But I'm going to have one star in this column, and I'm going to have one star in this column for a total of exactly 2 stars. So in these two columns, we can think about where are the 2 stars going to go. Well, we know that one of the stars is definitely going to end up in this blue region because the blue region can't escape out of these two columns. And same with the yellow region. The yellow region is going to be our second star because it can't escape out. Notice that indigo can escape right here. And so what that means is we're going to have to place the star here for indigo because indigo cannot place a third star in these left two columns. So we're going to place that star there. And then this is an important formation to know, the most basic one, 2 cells. So the star is going to be here or it's going to be here, and that's going to eliminate the rest of the column. But also these two to the left and these two to the right, which is off grid. But it's important to know that it's the 2 to the left and 2 to the right eliminate as well because they would touch wherever the star goes. Okay. What is next? These two columns, it's kind of the opposite logic of what we did. It's 2 sides of the same coin, but often this is one is easier to see than the other. We need 2 stars total. Where are we going to get them from? Well, we need to place them in 2 different colors because if 2 stars are in the same color, then that conflicts because there should only be 1 within the color. And so we have orange and we have brown, but that's it. We don't have anywhere else to put stars into. So it's going to be an orange and brown, meaning none of these browns are in. And that means that this cell here is a star. Could have also seen this 2-cell region here. Would have done the same thing, placing this star, but I just happened to see this first. All right. Now we get the gray. Blue's on one of those two, so it eliminates those two, which places this yellow. It also eliminates the rest of the row, but we can just place this instead of Xing it manually. This row is only orange, meaning these oranges are out. So now this row is only green, and now the brown goes there, and orange goes there, and we're done. Okay. I think that could have been a hard on another day. I mean, it would have been a fairly easy hard, but it used more techniques than easy usually does. So it was a nice teaching moment. Crowded beach is the hard. Oh no, it's another zigzag. The zigzags are always so hard. Okay. I'm looking for a lineup. My first instinct was the bottom 2 rows. Then my next instinct was the top of this gray, where we would need 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, but the 4th one is open. If we move up 1 more, I think we have to move all the way up to here, actually. So if we move up to here, then below the line we're expecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 4 and 6. So we can eliminate the oranges here, the greens here, and all these browns and these indigos. Okay. So what does that do for me? Kind of splits the puzzle in half. This row is only these 2 yellows or this red. That's interesting. Can we do anything with that? I don't think so. Anything about... Okay, is there anything else to do down here? Maybe there's column lineups too. 4, it's barely. Sometimes almosts can be helpful. So we're going to take a look anyway. So we need 4 distinct colors. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And then our 4th color is going to be, our 4th color is either going to be this brown or this blue. That's forced, right? Because I have 4 columns, I need 4 colors. I have indigo as an option, I have gray as an option, I have purple as an option, but then I have to use one of these 2 as an option. They only have 1 cell each. And so that means that the rest of this column is out. No matter what. I mean, and I can't use both of them, so I have to use these 2 purples. So these purples are out. And I have to use this indigo, so these indigos are out. That's interesting. Okay. So purple's in one of those two. So we can get rid of that column and get rid of those two. Now that gives us gray and purple. Orange is one of these two. That gets rid of those. Red is now in this column. How do we continue? One of these three eliminates from there. Take every elimination at this point. Is it? Yeah, we know these four already. We already split the grid. Is there a vertical maybe? Maybe there's more verticals. So I know red is this column. Orange is one of these three. One of these two. Is there anything I can do at this boundary here? And then here, because red is just kind of isolated on its own anyway. So 4. We know this is one of them. We know yellow's one, two, the second one. We know green is a third one, and we know orange is a fourth one. There we go. So all of these browns are out, and these blues are out. And that leaves 3 for this blue, which lines up with the brown. Okay, so blue and brown line up. So that's how our columns are split. We have this column, we have blue and brown column, we have these 4, and then we have the red column. Wait. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, these 4. What did that do for me? Is there a row that's limited now? This row's still been limited to these 3. What do I do about that? I do have... Yeah, these 3 rows are grouped, but there's nothing else to eliminate. I feel like I'm missing something obvious, but I don't know what it is. Can I use these 3 columns in any way? Because I noticed that orange is 1 and dark orange is a second. So we only get 1 more star out of this yellow and green. Which, yeah, that just tells us what this column's already telling us, which is that one of these 2 is true. Whoops. I don't know why I thought that wouldn't erase everything. All right, one of these 2 is true, just from the column. This one here eliminates these 2, which forces this one. So we can at least eliminate this guy. Because one option is we put the star here, which translates to putting a star there, which gets rid of that guy. Or we have to put a star here, which directly gets rid of that guy in the row. So that guy's always out. And that does mean that brown is vertical here, and that gives us this blue. Okay. One more star. Come on. Okay, orange and brown line up now. Have they been lining up? Maybe. I found it now, though. So orange and brown line up, and that means green's in one of these 2, and that gives us this star. When did that row finish? I don't know. I'm gonna have to assume it was recent for my own sanity. Orange and green line up, so we can get rid of all these, and that gives us this guy and this guy. I think this column had finished too. One of these 2 eliminates from here. One of these 2 eliminates from there. That gives us this brown. What's gonna distinguish this? This red does it. Okay. Nice. That had some fun logic in it. I enjoyed that. All right, and let's do snippets. It's called Fancy. Oh, it's a big swan. Okay, we're getting bigger puzzles. This 2 has to go here. This has to be grabbed by the 3. This has to be grabbed by that 3. This could be grabbed by the 3 or the 4. Okay, what else is forced? Up here, I mean, it's clear that this just does that. And then this 4 does that. And then that 2 and 2 and 2. And then this is taken by this 3. That 3 goes down. Okay. Neck was easy. The face and the neck. This guy can only be taken by that 2. And that tells us how this works. This can only be taken by that 2. This 4 takes those. And this 3 has to go vertical. Oh, and I made a mistake. Uh-oh. Let's reset and try again. So we know this is true. Let's grab that. And I made some kind of mistake. This can only be taken by the 3. That's definitely true. This can only be taken by that 3. This 4, I'm not sure yet. This can only be, well, this could be, this, yeah, the 2 has to go down. Okay. So what was it around here that I messed up? This can't be taken by the 3, so it's taken by that 3. This 3 has to go down. Okay, so we can continue the neck. And I believe it was, who was it that I said was restricted? This guy. Yeah, this guy can only be taken by the 2 above it. There's nothing else that can take it. Now this has to be taken by the 2 above it. This is taken by that 2. And now this has to be taken by the 3. This has to be taken by the 2. This is taken by the 4. But now I've broken these. I did the exact same logic again, and I ran into the exact same problem. Because, all right, reset again. I don't know where my logic issue is. I mean, these are all forced. This 3 actually is forced to do that. And now this 3 is forced to do that. So who was it that, it's this guy. There really is no one else to take it. Can't go to the 2. How does this work? I just don't have enough numbers. What the heck? Did I miss a way to do? I am so confused right now. What if this 4 took this somehow? Because that lets us do all of this. No, this breaks. Okay, we're gonna reset again. I'm gonna be extra careful. I still think this head is fine. This 3 has nowhere to go but there. Okay. The tail. It's just gotta do that. This 2 has to go down. This 3 can't go right, so the 3 goes down. This 3 can't go down, so the 3 goes to the right. That means the 2 goes down here. Okay, I think I drew this out too quickly because I think that there's options there. I still think this has to be taken by this guy, but let's hold off on that. This has to be taken there. Okay, now there seems to be optionality. This has to be taken by the 2. There's nothing else that can. So now this is taken by the 3. And now the 4 does this. The 2 comes out, and this 3 is trapped. Is there a solution to this? What the heck? Let's clear out his body. I don't think I need to reset. I think this is clear. Tail. 2 goes down. 3 can't go right. 3 takes those. This is taken by the 3. 3 can't go down. 3 goes right. 3 could go up or any number of these. Okay. 2 goes down though. So 3 can't, oh, 3 could go down here. It's this guy that couldn't be taken by anyone. So that's true. That's true. That's true. Now the 3 is true. The order I do things causes different problems. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 4, 8, 11. Okay, at least it adds to 11. But I've clearly got myself into a hole again. I really wish I could figure out what logical error I'm making. Is it this guy? I just don't see any other options. If we go left, we can't go up because that makes a 4 crosses a 2, and we can't go left. That makes a 2 crosses a 2. So we're not going to go left. We're going to go up, and then it immediately finishes the 2. This can go out here, but it's gotta, I mean, it's gotta be a 1 tall, so it's gotta take the 3. 2 has nowhere to go but down. 3 has nowhere to go but take these 3. This 3 can't go down, so it has nowhere to go but do that and that. This has nowhere to go but this 3. This has nowhere to go but this 2. This has nowhere to go but this 2. This has nowhere to go but this 3. And I think I've already messed up. Well, yeah. I've already messed up. Let me click hint. What's it tell me? Okay, so this 2 is wrong. Which means this 2 is wrong. What if I hit hint again? This 3 is wrong. Oh, so I made a bad assumption about this 3? Am I doing the neck wrong? Is that the issue? Let me reset. Let me work my way up the neck instead. Let's not worry about the neck yet. Let's do those 3. Because this is all forced. Those. This is forced to be the 2. That means that's forced to be the 2 there. And then 2 goes down here. 3 goes down like that. This 3 goes right. 2 goes... Oh, 2 could go right. Okay. Let's be careful not to make assumptions here. This could be taken by the 3 or the 2. The 4 could do... Okay, the 4 is either going to do this or it's going to do this, meaning it always takes these 2, right? So this 2 goes there. Okay. This can't get there, right? This is taken by the 2. This also taken by the 2. Is the 4 can't do this, so the 4 does take these. Oh, okay. So we could draw the neck in a few different ways, and I think that's important. Because this could be taken by either 2. So could this. Yeah, that's the issue. I think I was drawing the neck wrong. How do these 3s interact? Because this row is not long enough for them both to be 3 horizontally. So one of them's vertical. Is this area... This is a 9. 2, 3, 4 is 9. So we could wall off this area. If we wall off this area, we could do 4 and 2 as well. But that breaks the 3. This breaks this 3. Okay. So this 3 goes vertically. And then the 4 takes there and there. Okay, so we can finish that area. And then 2 goes this way. This goes up into this 2. This goes up into the 3. This goes up into that 3. And then we build up this way. Oh, okay. Who knew the neck was the issue the whole time? Yikes. I can't believe I was doing... Like, I knew there had to be something wrong. Wow, it took me a long time. Okay. Oops. Well, how'd you do?